What up YouTube, it's Misery Hates Company, and today I want to show you guys some settings that are brand new to Marvel Future Revolution after this most recent update, which just happened today. These are things that both were, I guess, in the patch notes, and then some other things that I didn't really realize that they were going to change, or I guess they didn't break down specifically how they were going to do it. But there are some settings that you need to change right now, so make sure you watch this video to the very end to get all of my tips and tricks on the best settings to use after this most recent patch. It's not going to be a long video, so strap in and strap on. Let's get to it. Oh God, that intro. Sorry, but it was amazing. Anyway, all right, so some of the settings that we need to look at are as follows. So if you don't know how to get to your settings, hit the very top little three barry boys at the very top. Click on that, click on the little cogwheel, also known as settings, because it does say settings at the bottom. Once there, you're gonna go to the game screen. Game screen. Now, first things first, it already looks a little bit different. So, the second one on here, this will actually be unchecked the first time you go to it after the patch. It is the auto use companion skill. Now, I have it clicked because I was leveling both from the main quest, side quest, as well as training grounds, so I didn't mind the way it works. However, I do want to clarify how it works. So it will use it on cooldown, which means if you are not in combat and your companion cooldown comes back while you're just auto running to the next place or boss or pack of people that you are going to slaughter or even quest, it's going to use it. So there is no rhyme or reason. It does not use it like your skills do, where it waits to have a target nearby and then uses it. It just uses it. So keep that in mind. Toggle it on and off as necessary. I would not recommend it for blitz or raids or anything like that, because like I said, it's going to use it the second it starts. Now, this also goes for like dimension duels. I forgot to turn this off, went into a dimension duel, sure as anything, popped my companion skill without even being like remotely close to the other guy. Like neither of us had enough time to even get to each other before I had popped my my skill, and it just feels bad, man. So don't do that. Don't make that mistake. Just remember what it does, how it works, because it's not at all what I thought it was going to be. I thought it'd be more intuitive, and I guess smarter is the way I would explain it, that it would actually only use it like when you would use a skill like on a target. But I guess at the same time, there are some of them that don't do damage, some companions that don't do damage. So time and a place, but like it's completely random. And by random, I mean like on cooldown. So keep that in mind. Now, the other update to settings that you're going to see is right here. So targeting max range, Omega War, and Dark Zone. So you can actually see how you can increase the target max range from, like it says, an Omega War and Dark Zone. So this is just how far away you will target people in front of you. I guess this was their way of improving the targeting priority, because I know we had this one added last patch, which was nearby enemy and frontal enemy. So I keep it on nearby enemy, and but even then, like if you're gonna go max range, I would probably recommend frontal enemy, because it's gonna be the enemy in front of you, so you can directly position your character in a way where the person directly in front of you is who you're gonna be targeting. I would recommend you playing around with this. This is not something that like I can just tell you what is best. I'm gonna play around with these settings, max range and frontal enemy. That way I know it's more controlled, I would think. Whereas nearby enemy at max range is just gonna be like, here's everyone, I don't know who I'm going to target. But again, play with it. You can also make it very, very negative. So negative 50% range, where it is, I would assume, have to be like on top of you. So play with it. Find what works best for you and your character and your play style, because it's going to be different for every person. I just want to explain what it is and show you how it works. And that is how it works. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead and do max range and do frontal enemy to play around with it for a little bit. Some of the other settings that are in here is, where is it? This one right here. Automatically skip multiplay sequence. Finally, this just makes it so when you go into a dungeon or raid and you have the ability of skipping screens, you don't have to click the button, you can just auto skip it, which is great. So you put the setting in here and you're like, I never want to see cutscenes ever again in dungeons or raids, and you never do. It's great. So ideally, if everyone has it up there, then you never have to worry about it ever again. It's awesome. I did notice this in the newest Blitz when I was doing it, and I've still never seen the cutscene because I have this setting on and it just auto skips for me. And then I guess at least one other person has it also on, because it literally instantly skips, which is great. Not a game changer, but it does save like when you're grinding blitzes over and over and over again to not have to hit it every single time. Yay, autoing blitzes. Now, I don't remember these being here, so they could have been, I don't know. but it looks new to me. Maybe I just never scrolled down this far in the settings. But camera control sensitivity and then the camera shake effect intensity, you can adjust both of those. They're not really a problem. I could see where, like, especially with a jumpy character like Magic, which is obviously my main, where you might want to adjust the camera control settings, so that way when you're spinning, you're trying to move your camera faster, it does. Especially in Dimension Duels where you're jumping all over the place, like zing, 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 zing. So I could definitely see where having this adjustable is nice, but again, it hasn't been there, at least that I've been aware of. So I would need to play with it to determine what works best for me. But again, every setting for this specific, these two settings are going to be different for every person. So just play with it and what works best for you works best for you. End of story. Now, the other thing that I wanted to show you guys, the last setting is actually the auto setting. So by default, you're not going to have it on auto. But there's actually two settings. So in the patch notes, it said that you could auto using your ultimate. And I was like, oh, great. So I started using my ultimate and I started autoing when I was questing and realized my ultimate was never going off. So I thought that was weird. Well, ding dong. This means no auto. This means activating autoplay, no ultimate skill. And if you click it again and notice how the effect will change, you get this nice little spinny boy going around the wheel and the arrows, and that means that you're now going to auto with your ultimate. Now, similar to the companion though, this does mean that it's going to use it on cooldown. So for Magic, for example, you get 2 halves of your ultimate. It's not going to wait till it's fully ready. It's just going to wait till that first half is ready, and then it's going to use it. And again, if you get cooldown, if you will, for your ultimate, when you're done fighting the mob and you're running away or running to your next target or running to your next quest, it's going to pop it. So time and a place. I could see where this would be kind of nice, again, for a Magic in Dimension Duels possibly, but even then, like, I would want to, no, I really wouldn't use it at all for PvP. So if you're farming overnight, this is great because you're going to be around enemies the whole time. Or if you're leveling up in the training grounds, depending on your character, of course, this might be beneficial to you. But I did want to clarify because it wasn't incredibly obvious, at least to me, how it works until I clicked on the auto wheel and then I saw the pop-up where it said the different options. So this is how you would actually add the ultimate ability to your auto life. That about does it for this video. I just want to take a quick couple minutes to show you guys some settings that are brand new after this patch that I would highly suggest using, or at least playing with, to determine what works best for you. Because again, some of them are just quality of life stuff that you're going to want to put on regardless, and then some of them actually do affect gameplay both while you're autoing and when you're not. So just be mindful of those changes and make sure you turn them off and on when you want to, especially based off the different game modes. If this video helped you, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to bring you guys all the best content about this patch. There are a lot of things to cover, and I'm going to be making a video for literally all of it. Also, tomorrow, I'm actually going to be coming out with a video about how to level up fast, because I hit 115 incredibly fast, and I am very confident I will hit 120 tomorrow. So if this video helps you, make sure you like it. Until next time, lock it in.